Justin Softly here for NATPE TV at the Hollywood and Highland Entertainment Complex, where Day 1, Digital Day, of the 2008 LATV Festival is in full swing. NATPE has put together a stellar lineup of thought leaders from broadband, mobile, and alternative media platforms, as well as a host of Hollywood creatives on the cutting edge of digital content. They've all gathered here to discuss the latest trends, challenges, and opportunities for today's television producers. Here's a rundown of who's making news at the 2008 LATV Festival today.
Second year running, we like to come out here and meet with the different producers who are talking, giving their keynote addresses. You know, a lot of them we deal with, a lot of them we would like to deal with. You know, we're always looking for a new product, to see what's out there basically. And with this convention, you're also, you know, meeting the independent producers who are there trying to get their new shows across. And with the climate of getting new product nowadays, you want to be on the ground floor, you want to see what's out there. So we just want to be there to see what, you know, get our finger in the pie to see what's going on.
Developing and producing your own stuff, you are your own studio. You know, on the bright side, you get to retain all copyright and IP, but you're also wearing, you know, millions of hats. I mean, the writing and producing the content is almost the least of the worries. You then have to get out there and market it. You have to have an understanding of the internet and what that space means and why it's different from television and how to engage viewers and your audience, because that's what they're expecting, and you know, go after advertising and so on and so forth. So there are many different challenges.
800 million people in the world that spend significant time in virtual worlds, and that can range anything from, you know, a first-person shooter type experience like a Halo or Grand Theft Auto or Call of Duty, to kind of more social environments like Second Life. But it's a significant cultural trend. We think it's obviously you know, a major trend that people are spending a lot of time, and these worlds are getting more and more sophisticated and more interesting all the time.
We want to encourage TV-specific ratios, you know, 4:3 and 16:9 ratios. We're seeing a lot of interest in 480p and 720p resolution. The broadband connections here in the U.S. Are starting to catch up to be able to support those high-definition streams. But we also have our Adobe Media Player, which is specifically designed to download these assets in the background. So the bit rate of your file matters less in transport. Users can download these files asynchronously in the background and then play them locally, so that you can deliver a 720 or 1080p resolution content and not worry about that broadband connection.
We have 2 million 3D devices for the home already out in the marketplace, and the idea is that you have these great cinematic movies out there in 3D, Hannah Montana and so on. Those need to come to the home, those need to come to mobile devices, and they also need to come to broadcast television.
Ultimately, you know, a few things that we know that do work. We know comedy works, we know music works, we know sports works. I mean, there's a lot of things that can happen in a lot of these genres. But as far as a trend goes, I think it is a little early.
For advertisers, really, people are trying to take advantage of the online video sort of revolution, and a lot of people are experimenting with viral advertising in particular, and really people don't know what's going on. Quite honestly, they'll put out a piece of content, they'll either buy placement or they'll put it out virally, and really it's difficult to measure. So just one example, for a major consumer packaged goods company, Visible Measures was able to surface that advertising campaign online actually received more, 2 to 3x more audience viewership than what was previously thought by the agency that put it out. And so we're able to surface insights around the campaigns. We're actually able to measure the community impact. We're also able to measure the derivative impact. So if you put out an original piece of content and people begin to respond to it, they make their own parodies, their own derivative works, we can measure all of that.
It's so early right now, and everyone's just exploring and trying new things, and I think the most important thing is just to get out there and experiment with different options, build your audience over time, try new things all the time, be receptive to your audience feedback. And the internet is a brutal place in terms of feedback, and you've got to have a little bit of thick skin and be receptive to that feedback, and then, you know, and course correct over time for your show. You know.
There's 2 more days of the LATV Festival ahead. Tomorrow's Content Industry Forum, as well as NATPE's Reality Innovator Award presentation given to the producers of American Idol. Friday, it's Pitch Pit and Schmooze Fest, where budding producers have the opportunity to make all of those important industry contacts. For more information on the 2008 LATV Festival, visit www.latvfest.net. For NATPE TV, I'm Justin Softly.